Hi Mint, this is Michiko. I am finally responding to your video invitation to talk about God and theology and media, and I'm really excited, but I'm also very unscripted, so let's see how this goes as I sort of just offer my first couple of thoughts delving into this. Um, Yeah. So I have been studying theology for 2 years now. Um, and I think that there is like an excitement that I get when I leave my school and I watch something and then I'm like, oh, what I'm learning in school is relating to this. And then like I don't really know who to talk to about it because um, it can be hard to find that space to talk about it. So, yay, this will be fun. I wonder who else will think this is fun. Um, but, okay, what do I need to say about this? You mentioned the idea of finding the spirit in media and how whether the media is secular or intentionally not secular, that the spirit could be present. And so I think that one thing sort of needs to be clarified for that to happen is like to say sort of like what is the spirit, what is God, because I think oftentimes we get stuck into really narrow definitions for images of what God can be, and that limits our potential to see and recognize ourselves and our spirituality and make those meaningful connections. So for me there's this element of wanting to sort of force my imagination to really process what I mean when I like say that God is many, many things, and particularly like God being present in relationships and God being about love and liberation and all of those big concepts. They're beautiful, but how does this translate into the media that we consume? I am excited and sort of curious to see what that will look like. But yeah, I think that, you know, it will be nice to challenge ourselves to go beyond like, oh, this direct scripture relates to this show, so then there's a connection, but sort of going beyond the text and combining our experiences of tradition and our just own personal spiritual experiences and having all those things come together to inform us will be super exciting. I guess part of me also like hesitates when I think about starting this project because there's this little piece of me that's like, okay, so can the spirit be present in the media? So the media is like many other things, an institution which has embodied a lot of really harmful ideologies, oppressive ideologies that, in my opinion, um, kill the ability for the spirit to be present. So I'm interested for us to find where the spirit is going to be in all of this when oftentimes marginalized voices are not present in the media or there's problematic or stereotypical representations. What will it mean, you know, as Christians whose entire narrative is built out of experiences of being marginalized? What will it mean to look for those in the media, and you know, will it be the alternative media that like really speaks to us, or what in pop culture is going on that we can read into and be inspired by? So yeah, I think that that's like a good question that I want to keep asking myself throughout all this. So is the spirit present? Also just like who's embodying Jesus's teachings or Jesus's message in the stories that we're seeing, and why? What does that mean? And then also like part of representation is like asking like who is telling the story, and consequentially like what part of God is missing because of how the story is being told. What are the other things that we can be thinking about and bringing into the discussion so that we feel like we have a more diverse and full understanding of these stories being told that we're going to be exploring. So yeah, is that it? Is that everything I want to talk about? I think so. I think that's good for today. So thanks, Mint, for this invitation. And yeah, speak to you soon.